Hey, good morning. I'm out camping. I played my second round already, but I wanted you to come join me. Know that my audio is not going to match up with anything today. I'll just have a few thoughts, mostly on the Open, etc. But I'm out in the middle of nowhere in Colorado. I do have reception just because I have Starlink. Both my wife and I have internet needs for our businesses, so no matter where we go, we kind of totally can't disconnect. But come join me. Should be a fun video. I'm hoping I'm playing the weekend. All right, see you in there. Good morning. I'm camping. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I have Starlink, so I can video. Well, I could video anyway, but I can at least watch the Open this morning, which is fantastic. I just played my second round before I left camping, and I'm only gone for a day, but I get to go hopefully make the weekend and then go play again. That's my at least hope. So right now I'm playing the cut at +1. That's where it was a few years ago. I imagine it's probably going to fall the same spot today. By the time I upload this video, we'll probably know. So I'm not going to probably talk the whole time. I don't have all my equipment, which is just another phone and watching it and really great internet. But I'm going to kind of go through this round, some things that are on my mind. I was watching this morning. One of the most impressive things that I've seen so far today is Bryson DeChambeau. He's 5 under trying to fight the cat or fight missing the cut. That's really hard to do after you shoot a round that's that poor. 77 yesterday or 78. It was just horrific, and he's playing awesome. The other thing is Scott Harmon. Oh my goodness, that guy. I don't know if he gets in the lead. He's so unshakable. I don't know that somebody can beat him. He's so incredible. So it's pretty interesting. Right now, me and my boys, so I think I've told you a little bit about my boys, but they're 7 and 9, and they're just golf lovers. And we just did fantasy for the first time, and my team's killing it. Right now I have Tyrrell Hatton, who's my number 1 player, and he's playing obviously really, really well. He's my team captain. And I wish they would mic him up for these rounds because he's hilariously angry all the time, but when you see him on the other side of things, he's as happy as can be, which is, I just love those emotional players. It's one of the reasons I loved watching Jordan Spieth. But anyway, he's pretty entertaining to watch. And then I have Justin Rose, who is playing actually fantastic, except he just had a triple bogey when I last stepped out, and hopefully he finds a way to get back into the mix. But it's been so far, really entertaining Open. And the one thing I've noticed from playing both this golf course and then, watching it on TV, there's no way to justify all the undulations or to mimic those undulations on the simulator. It's pretty incredible how neat the simulator is. It lays out, I know where the ball's landing, I know all that stuff, but there's no way to anticipate the rollout. The other thing is they've played number 16, which has been my hardest hole. I've bogeyed it every single time except, I've only hit the green once on 16, and I 3-putted, and really it's a pretty incredible how much the ball runs, and they play it a lot shorter. So far, they haven't played it the full yardage that I've had to play it here on the sim. And I've noticed that on a number of holes that they're not playing it back quite as far, and they have a little bit easier time. Not to mention that once they hit their carry yardage, the rollout is considerable, a lot more than what I'm getting out of my simulator. So some of the shots I'm having in, especially into the wind, are so far. It's incredible. I remember I had one shot, I can't remember if it was in this round or not, but it was 498 yards, par 4, and I think it's hole number 4. I'm probably just passed through this. I can't see as I'm filming because I don't have all my stuff, but I think I hit driver, then 5 wood, and then still had another 60 yards into the flag just to make par. And it's just really hard to score when you're hitting shots like that. So another thing is I have my club championship, or I'm not my club championship, but it's called the rodeo, and it's when the rodeo's in town for where I'm at, but it's the member guest. So that starts tomorrow. And I gotta tell you, there's some people I just want to beat really, really badly. I've gone from kind of winning everything in the past to I haven't won at all in a few years, ever since my injuries, and it's hard losing. I hate it. I really absolutely hate it. And I keep hoping that maybe this is it. Maybe it'll come together. It's like I have really long stretches of fantastic golf holes, and then I have just horrific, blow-ups. Just a bad swing here or there, but they're not just bad swings. They're like triple bogey swings. And then they compound. It goes like triple and then bogey, bogey, bogey. Then I get back on the horse and then I'm playing really well again. So it's finding a way to avoid those messes on the golf course. And I got to tell you, I just switched out my, one of the things I've been trying to do with my simulator, and you can see on here, I haven't done it for this round, but I did in right after this particular round, I switched out my driver shaft to an X stiff. Now all my numbers are meant to be an X stiff, but it doesn't always translate when I go to hit it for speeds and spins and things like that. So, but having said that, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go, if everything points to an X, I'm going to do it and see if my dispersion rate just shrinks. Because when you get a swing at the speed of mine, where I'm at 121 miles per hour club head speed, and then my ball speeds are between 165 and 175, and most of that's just because of lack of efficiency. So my smash factor is not as good as it should be. I'm thinking that an X stiff may bring that. In fact, when I was hitting, my smash factor went up pretty considerably. My spin came down almost 500 or 600 RPM. And the biggest thing was my dispersion. It's harder for me to hit it offline, most specifically to the left with that right shaft. So I'm hoping that. And I also have those Takamo, I don't even know how to say it, irons on the way. I want to just give them a try. Talk about really inexpensive for a full set of irons, and I put X stiffs in those. And I'm hoping that does the trick too on dispersions, because you would think one of the things that you see at Impact, and I never knew this before I had a simulator, is as you swing through, the reason you're trying to keep your hands low is because as you're coming through and the shaft's flexing, it's almost like the heel rises off the ground, and because the shaft is bending so much. I don't know what they call that, but it bends that much. So if you have your hands too high, like a Bryson, I don't even know how he hits the ball. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like at Impact. But the toe is sitting really, really low, and the heel is really, really high, and I get toe strikes pretty heavily. Now with a stiff shaft, that's like exaggerated tenfold. So my thought is, and I've been trying to fight it with just keeping my hands super low, almost like Fuzzy Zeller low, and those are as old as me, you'll know who that is, but kind of keeping them really, really low and seeing if I can make that work. And it's worked. I'm hitting the sweet spot a lot, but at the same time, the dispersion, if I don't do it correctly, or I get a little, like I'll have times where I'm swinging really well and I get more aggressive in the sense of I will swing a little harder, and that's when things get really, really out of hand, especially with swing speeds like mine, and then the dispersion is ridiculous. So I'm hoping the X stiff, even though I may not even hit it as far, I may not even, I'm hoping I'll just hit it with more efficiency is really the goal, and less of a dispersion, because the shaft is not going to flex nearly as much, especially at that head where that heel comes way off, and then the toe is just striking the ground first, and that's not what I want. And I think this is going to do the trick, but unfortunately they're on back order. So it's been already 6 weeks. Hoping, before the men's club championship, I have about, if I can get 5 rounds in with them, and see if that will make a difference in how well I play, and if I can make better strikes on the golf ball, and then the dispersion. Because all I'm looking for is just that 1 or 2 swings that are an issue per round, and my rounds go from 74 to 70, for those that are players, no matter if you shoot 80 or you shoot 85 or you shoot 75, there's this feeling of momentum when you string some pars together, or you're hitting spots, and maybe you're getting more birdie looks than normal, or you're getting more par looks than normal, whatever it is. And it's easier to go shoot lower scores. It really is. I think if I get to that point where I'm in total control of my misses, then I have a feeling that I could have a really, really go low round. One thing that I feel like I pride myself on is going low is not scary for me. I'm happy to do it, and I don't get fearful in doing it. There's not a number that is in sight that is so low, at least that I'll probably ever touch again. My personal best is 62, and I could see getting nervous at the 59 range, but that ain't happening in my lifetime unless something crazy happens or changes in my golf swing and in my golf game. But I hope that that continues. The other thing is my short game. I've been working on that quite a bit just because of how bad my first round was, and it was so bad. I was just getting a little, I don't know what it was with my chips, and you've seen it even in this round where I just a little off, and I'm not anticipating the run well enough, and it's been an issue. Well, I'm going to get back to camping. If I didn't time this perfectly with my round, and for those of you who just want some peace and quiet and maybe some comforting music that make this a little more delightful to watch, for those who even watch. But this is just, like I said, I really am glad that you're listening. I'm really glad that you're watching, because I have so much fun doing this. And really, I'm hoping that this will open the network. One, my boys love it, but two, for the guys that play on these simulators, that we get a chance to know each other, see how they're playing, that we almost get to have a network of golfers that we see on a regular basis. I appreciate you. Enjoy the Open this weekend. I hope I get to play the Open this weekend. I really do, because I really have fun playing this golf course, and it's an excuse for me to go play more. And I really, really enjoy that too. All right. Enjoy your day. Peace.